Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of Infinitode. So welcome to the ultimate guide on how to farm 6.3 depending at which stage you're at loot frequency and loot rarity. This is a guide for all the players that have been able, have reached the stage in the game where they have unlocked loot frequency and loot rarity. So remember guys that before this, farming 6.3 it's almost useless. Farming custom maps, like farming overall, it's bad. You have to really prioritize resetting quests twice. So go into stage 1, stage 2, where the quests are pretty fast and easy, and reach 25%, then reset, and then you have to do it again. So you have to reset twice, and you also have to sell up to 5 custom maps for more than 50 tickets. And because progressing through this prestige tree is the most important thing, because you want to unlock loot frequency and loot rarity as fast as possible. So that's what I recommend to do, and this guide starts from that stage. So once you have unlocked loot frequency and loot rarity, which are the best strategies to farm 6.3 depending at which stage you're at. So I have a full video, I'm gonna link it in the description below, where I discuss which is the best progression for loot frequency and loot rarity. So which is the best ratio, which is the one that you should prioritize, which one like you should upgrade first, resetting in order to maximize loot frequency, right? So I have a full video about that. If you haven't seen it, you can check it out. And now I'm gonna talk about these strategies. So there are different ways how you can approach 6.3, which are gonna be best depending on how much, especially loot frequency, you have. So the very first stage is when your loot frequency is very lowish. So from level 0 up to level 80. Alright, so this strategy that I'm gonna show you is the best one when you have loot frequency between level 0 and level 80. And the best strategy to use on 6.3 in this stage of the game is the FAK strategy. I have once again a full video where I discuss about that. I'm gonna just summarize the strategy, how it works here very quickly. You wanna place whatever towers like is the cheapest tower that you have in these 4 spots, because this is gonna make the boss path to be as long as possible, and it's gonna delay how quickly you can reach your base. You're gonna play, of course, on the highest possible difficulty on endless that you have available at the moment. Now this is called the FAK strategy because after you get from the core enemy speed reduction, this is gonna slow down the boss, so it's gonna give you even more time, and you get the first level of coins generated per minute. You can literally go FAK. You can leave your mobile phone or your computer running, so you can let the game running. You can go do other things, you can play other games, you can do whatever, as you're just waiting for the boss to go all the way around and to reach your base. And now the strategy works pretty much like this, because of the fact that the more you play on a level, so see this time here, this timer, it's the in-game time, and the higher this number becomes, the more rare loot becomes. So that means that loot has a higher chance of being legendary, of being epic, right, of being better than like common or rare. So that's something that it's a setting that has been added into the game, and therefore the timer looks like this. You wanna play until this number here reaches 48 minutes. The boss should be very close here, so it should be around this area. And once you reach the stage, you wanna place your miner, right? You're gonna have 2 modifiers, 2 mining speed modifiers here. You wanna place your miner in here. Remember, you can upgrade it maximally, so level 5, level like at the beginning especially, you're gonna only be able to get it level 5, so just get it level 5. You're gonna place a splash. You can upgrade it like up to level 7, I think. So that should be enough for the enemies at the beginning, and then you can keep on upgrading it as you get the coins from the enemies destroyed that are gonna be spawned. And that's it. And you're gonna play here, you're gonna collect all that loot until the boss leaks, and that's pretty much it. So the total gameplay should be like 12 minutes and a half, something around that. And yeah, in this way you're really maximizing the rarity of the loot, right? You're making it to become as rare as possible. And yeah, as I said before, this is a good strategy early on because you don't have that much loot frequency, so it's hard to to have so much loot, right, that you have to play less. So it's always best to play like this. And once again, it's an AFK strategy, so you can let the game run in the background. You can do other things in the meantime. And just remember this upgrade right here, this one, level 1, and then that's it. Like, you can just leave the core to accumulate points as you're doing other things. Just remember that after around 10 minutes to go check it out to see where the boss is, and to place a miner, you know, and to do your job before it's too late. Otherwise you're gonna have wasted, you know, that time. After the boss is completely out, you can actually sell the towers to because the path is already set, so the boss is not gonna cut short the platforms. And yeah, just remember about the double mining speed modifier, splash, and the miner. Now here on the core, at the end of the day, where you're gonna go is you're gonna go for all this full left side. This is gonna give you 15,000 coins, and all the right side. This is gonna increase your mining speed even further. So these 15,000 coins that you can get, it's what really makes this strategy so good, even without that much research. Because it doesn't matter that your coins generation is low, or that you don't start the game with that many coins or whatever, because these 15,000 coins is going to be enough to allow you to get mining speed level 5, to get the miner level 5, and to even be able to upgrade your splash. So yeah, that's just how good, you know, this strategy is very early on. No much research needed on splash or your miner. Just go for whatever you have, and as you play, you know, as you get stronger, as you get loot, and as you progress through, you're gonna be maybe able to upgrade the miner, like maybe level 6, right, level 7. Your splash is gonna be stronger, your mining speed modifiers are gonna give you more mining speed, right? You're gonna be able to have more coins generated passively. So all these things, of course, are gonna help you to increase, or to maybe make the strategy even easier. But at the end of the day, what you're gonna do is always the same. And yeah, place the miner, remember, always at 48 minutes, and that's it. So that's the strategy that you want to use, remember, until your loot frequency is level 80. Now after that stage, so after your loot frequency reaches level 80, this is when you want to start using a shorter strategy. So like, playing for so long, it's gonna start being worse, so in terms of overall loot gained, than if you start playing shorter. So shorter runs, and then you end the game, and then you reset, and then you just keep on doing. And now you're gonna do this next strategy, right? You want to use it when your loot frequency is between level 80 and level 96. All right, so when you hit level 80 and until you have loot frequency level 96, well, actually level 93, because at that stage you should be able to reset loot rarity to get loot frequency level 97. So I would argue that it's until like loot frequency level 93 that you're gonna do this. And you're gonna use a shorter strategy. And now you want to use this strategy right here. So once again, at the beginning it's the same, but in this case you just need to occupy, like, you don't need to place any towers at the beginning, because the boss, like, you're not gonna even be playing long enough that you need the boss to be delayed until your base. So you can perfectly fine start like this. Just sell the 2 miners at the beginning, remember, always. And yeah, you don't need to place like any towers in the intersections, at least not for the boss. You can do it then later on for the enemies, so the enemies are gonna walk towards the left side, so your splash is better, but you're not gonna need it for like the boss. All right. And again here, in this case for the core, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get the first 2 levels of coins per minute. All right. So you don't care anymore about slowing down the boss, because in this stage, as I said before, you don't play for that much time, so it doesn't matter. You go for this double coins per minute, so you maximize the coins you get very early on. Then you go for miners installation time, and you go for this core for mining and this extra mining speed. You're not gonna be able in this case to get it up to level 5, because you're gonna be placing the miner much sooner. But you have an idea like what you should be doing. So remember, prioritize these coins per minute here, level 2. So yeah, just like this. And then at this stage, like once you have a little bit more coins, then you can once again place something here in the central platforms. Once again, just to force the enemies from the miner to walk towards the left and not towards the right side. So you don't need these towers for the boss, but for enemies. And just remember to place your double mining speed modifiers, to place your splash. You can also place all these towers right at the beginning if you have enough coins. It doesn't really matter. Then you go for this upgrade. And here what you're gonna do pretty much is you wanna wait until the timer reaches 9 minutes, right? So the in-game time. So just look always here at this timer. You can unlock, if you go to settings and you unlock statistics. So at 9 minutes, you wanna place the miner. You're gonna upgrade it as much as you can, pretty much. And now, of course, depending on how strong your splash is, you might need to upgrade it a little bit. For example, here, once I was doing this strategy, my splash was pretty weak, and so like I had to upgrade it up to level 3, sometimes up to level 5, because otherwise I wasn't able to destroy the enemies fast enough. Then you can get level 20. Eventually, if you can get it level 20, you can get the miner level 5, right? All this depends on how much research you have. So like if you have to upgrade the splash more because your splash is weaker, then you're gonna be able to get the miner level 5 a little bit later on. And then here until 12 minutes pretty much, so you play until 12 minutes, you can upgrade the speed here of the miner using coins a little bit from the core, and then that's it. So you play until 12 minutes and then you end the game. So it's gonna be roughly a gameplay of like 3 minutes. All right. And this is the best strategy, so the best progression between loot frequency level 80, all right, and loot frequency level 93. Then once you get loot frequency level 93, you want to reset loot rarity so that your loot frequency can reach level 97 and then eventually level 98. And now when your loot frequency is level 97 and 98, so you are like, you have reached the cap of loot frequency, like it's the maximum possible you can get, it's 1000%. Then at this stage, what you're gonna do is you're gonna use this strategy right here, that it's even shorter than the previous one. You're gonna be playing for even shorter time. Yeah, in this case, I'm gonna place everything right at the beginning. But as I said before, like at this stage, once your loot frequency is level like 97, 98, you should already have many upgrades in your research. Remember to prioritize the modifier mining speed, to prioritize the inferior mining speed, prioritizing as well coins generation, coins at the start, a little bit splash, right, to make it a little bit stronger in terms of tower. You don't need anything maxed. Like you don't need to have splash max damage to make this strategy work. Even like level 25 for damage, level 25 for like attack speed, and all the main stats should be enough. And in this case, for the core, you're gonna just go for the first upgrade on coins per minute. All right. Then you're gonna move to minus installation time. And now it's very important, the timer, because now you're gonna place a miner when the timer reaches 5 minutes and 24 seconds. You can go even slower, right? If you want to. So in that way, you can be more precise. But remember, always like look at the timer and place a miner at 5:24, like 5:24, 5:25. All right. And so here going slow, so I'm gonna show you here how it works. So remember, 5:24, right? Placing the miner. I'm gonna activate here the loot so you guys can see the loot. And if you need here to upgrade your splash a bit at the beginning, maybe level 1, level 2, or 3, do it. In this case, for me, my splash is strong enough, so I don't need to upgrade it. And you want to just get the miner next level 4. Here we go. All right. Then you want to upgrade your splash at least like level 1 or 2, in case you have left it level 0. And you're going to go for the ultimate. In case your splash is a bit weaker, you might need to upgrade it like level 4, right? Level 4, level 3 or 4. Then you unlock your score for mining, but you don't get mining speed here. You just wait, you get enough coins to get the miner upgraded level 5. So that's your priority. And you can see here the loot being all legendary. Like if you wait until 524, well, actually that's when the loot becomes, that's when you have loot rarity past level 87. But even if you don't have that much loot rarity, that's what you want to do. And after you get the minor level 5, you can get the splash like a breathe a little bit more, just in case you see enemies being able to push through. You get here this level 4 mining speed, spending coins. And at this stage you just wait. You wait until the timer here reaches 1040. Alright, 1040, and that's it. And you end the game. And this allows you to pretty much, in less than 3 minutes, you are maxing the loot in this time. So you're making the loot to become a little bit rare, not too much because you're placing the miner very soon, but you're maximizing loot frequency. And that's why you want to use those numbers, so 524 and 1040. And that's it. And of course, this is going to allow you to get a lot of loot overall that is needed in order to get more prestige tickets to upgrade your rarity, right? Because remember, always at the beginning prioritize loot frequency. After you reach level 98, then that's time to max loot rarity, and you want to start upgrading it, and just keep on using the same strategy. So miner at 524 and then ending the game at 1040, and until you can max it out. So until you max everything out, and that's it. So that's the best progression. So that's the best strategy on 6.3, depending on which level you have of loot frequency, at which stage you're at. And yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and see ya. Bye bye.